Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey, and today I'm playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is a blind playthrough. We're on part 27, and if you want to watch the rest of the series, I'll put a link to the playlist down in the description. But we're back at the monastery after 5 years, and my students are all grown up. I haven't seen everybody just yet. I haven't seen Felix and Sylvain, so I don't know where they are, but let's explore. You're curious to know how Ignatz is doing? Go for a visit, okay?
How incredible. What a striking color. Ah, Professor, look at this stone.
He's so grown up.
Such a brilliant blue. You don't normally find stones like this around here. I ought to grind it down. I wonder if it would still be the same color.
Why would you grind it down?
To make pigment for my art. Good supplies don't come cheap. I prefer to make my own.
Wow.
Blue is especially expensive. How fortunate that I chanced upon this remarkable blueness. Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again, blathering on and on about painting.
Well, it's just a hobby, right?
Oh, yes.
It's more of a
But
passion.
I know that I can get rather caught up in it and, enthusiastic.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, Professor, no matter how impassioned I become about my art, you never hold it against me. One could argue that I'm better off preparing for our next battle. I am becoming a knight.
Wouldn't you rather become an artist?
Oh, Professor, please don't say things like that. I gave up on my artistic dreams long ago.
Oh, really?
To support my family, I will be a knight. That's that.
He's a knight by necessity, but he wants to be an artist. Will you regret that choice?
No. I know it's the right thing to do. I'll continue with my art as a hobby. I don't think I could ever give it up.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. About art.
When I see something beautiful, I can't suppress the urge to paint it. I don't have a choice. And if my art can bring happiness to even one person, that's good enough for me.
As long as you're sure. He's not.
Professor, I have a favor to ask. I'm painting a portrait right now. When it's finished, I'd like to give the piece to you. Would you take it? Perhaps it can bring you a little happiness. That will have made the effort well worth it. Oh, excellent! Is that a promise? Because I'm really going to put my heart in it. That is, I'm going to enjoy partaking in this casual hobby of mine.
Of course you will. Oh, it's so sad. So we're starting a new month. Almost. Marianne.
Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, you're always watching over me, aren't you?
Of course.
I've spent my entire life avoiding people. Speaking to others was so difficult for me, so I made a point to always be alone. Animals and the goddess were the only ones I could really open up to. Do you remember the time you asked what it was I prayed for?
Thanks and protection?
Yes, but that wasn't the case. Back then, I felt that my life served no purpose and that I was nothing more than a burden.
Huh.
In truth, I was begging the goddess to take me to her.
Really?
That was my daily prayer. But now I fear the idea of dying and being left alone. I have friends who accept me for who I am now, in spite of my crest. And I have you watching over me.
That's a bit extreme to pray something like that. I wonder if there's like another reason.
I finally learned to accept the kindness and warmth of others. It's because of you, Professor. Because of you, I've decided to live.
Because you found a purpose?
I'm sorry to have worried you, but I'm all right now. Even Even if I'm separated from you or any of my friends, the memories I've made here will give me the strength to continue on.
You should look to the future instead of the past. I mean, easier said than done. From now on, we'll look to the future together.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have the strength to move forward if we're together.
Aww. I have a support quest right here. Outside? Wait. New weapons, new items, so we have to check everything. Okay, supply run with Hilda, a fishing quest, dealing with deserters, pirates in the north, piece of history. We have a bunch of new quests. Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, a bunch of support quests and some new quests as well. Oh, today's gonna be fun. Okay, let's check it out. Claude.
Oh, hey there. What are you doing up at this hour?
I could ask you the same question.
My brain's just busy. Thoughts keep going around and around in there, and meanwhile my eyes are wide open. At times like this, I like to gaze up at the stars to clear my head. I've been that way since I was a kid. Looking up at the big starry sky makes my dreams feel small, which makes it feel like I can actually make them come true. I didn't believe in gods when I was a kid. Maybe that's because the night sky took their place for me. Hey, Teach. Will you talk with me a while?
Of course.
I bet
can
you
I say
figured
no?
this out, but I wasn't born in Fodlan. Where I come from, the people of Fodlan are looked down on as cowards.
Huh, really?
Technically, that cowardice runs in my veins. On my mother's side, anyway. That's why the people who were around me when I was growing up thought of me as an outsider. But I don't believe the people of Fodlan are cowards. That kind of perspective is just based on ignorance. The person from Fodlan who I know best is my mother. She fell in love with a man from the wrong side of the border and had the guts to leave home to pursue that love. I always threw that in the faces of anyone who tried to make a fool of me. My mother is proof the people of Fodlan aren't all cowards. Just saying that doesn't achieve anything, though. I need to destroy the prejudices that have taken root in my homeland. That's why I came here, to see Fodlan with my own eyes. I thought I might be able to find a new perspective that could help me change things. And what did I find? That the people here view anyone who's an outsider as a beast of sorts. I was shocked. Even though our cultures and beliefs are completely different, our two lands have that much in common. That's when I realized the only way to change things is to bring the whole world together and start anew. That's the dream I've been working towards since I first entered the Officers Academy 5 years ago.
Really?
To unify the Alliance, and then all of Fodlan, and to bring a new set of values to this new land of mine.
It's funny because Edelgard says she wants the same thing, to unify everyone.
After that, I'd expand that vision to the rest of the world, break down the walls, and let a new perspective come rushing in. Start all over. Do you think that's just a crazy pipe dream, or a brilliant ambition?
It's noble. Can you make that pipe dream come true?
Not too long ago, I would have said it was too much for me to accomplish on my own. But that's not how I feel anymore. And that's because I have you on my side now. Lately, I've spent a lot of time thinking about how I wouldn't have made it this far without you. You and me, Teach. We can go anywhere. Do anything.
Exactly.
I hope that you always walk in step with me. At least, until the day comes when we can look out at the peaceful world we've built. together.
Aww. Support level A. Wow. So who's there, Leonie?
Professor, it's not just for my village that I'm fighting alongside you here, you know. It's also that Captain Gerald asked me, his first and greatest apprentice, to look out for you. Of course,
Okay.
it wouldn't be enough just to keep you alive. It's my duty to make sure you win, too. So do your best, Professor, and count on me to watch your back.
Advanced drills? What's that? So we can train with her now. Interesting. Huh. Felix is there. You're back. And you look so good. And you cut your hair. Oh no, you didn't. Okay.
A country with no king has no future.
That's an interesting hairstyle.
That's why I made my way here. Professor, don't let me down.
I won't. Let's forge ahead. Country with no king.
You'll understand soon enough.
What are you talking about? And are you nice? I don't know who I can trust anymore. Can I trust you, Felix? You've been by my side since the start.
Hello.
My classes. So there's nothing here. No students. That's so weird. There used to be so many people. Sylvain!
I'm the heir of House Gautier, and I'm fighting alongside a bunch of Alliance people?
He looks troubled.
I can just imagine my father's face contorted in anger, and the delightful words he must have used to describe me. I don't know how staying and fighting for Fargus would have helped. Sorry, Professor. I don't regret my decisions. I'm just thinking out loud.
For sure, he must be
And I'm
conflicted.
hoping I haven't made a big mistake.
I mean, the pressure from his family must be intense. And he's the one with the crest too, so... So... where's my support quest? Here?
Professor,
Of course.
finally, I notched a win against you.
You wish. I almost had you.
True, it was a narrow victory.
Exactly.
When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past.
Why?
It's like training with my brother.
Excuse me? You bro-zoned me?
He always won. Always. And died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him.
Did he lose his brother? I think so.
And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
Wow. It's not absurd.
Perhaps not. I can never again spar with my brother. Not unless he climbs out of his grave.
Whoa.
Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
Oh, they look so sad. Whew. Come on.
You, obviously.
Exactly.
I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen? It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
Don't count me out yet.
Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Okay. Let's go this way.
Okay.
So who's here? A bunch of Knights of Saros.
Fighting alongside you and everyone else is a dream come true, Professor. And don't worry about my little sis. Right now, she's back home helping out with the family business. I kind of figured I was going to be stuck going back and taking over for her.
Do you think you would get to fight her if they're on opposite sides?
But thanks to you and Claude, I get to work on my dream of becoming a proper knight.
So I have a few quests here.
I need a favor.
Some soldiers stationed at Fullen's Locket abandoned their posts. It would be a real headache for us if they became bandits. A soldier has obtained information about the deserters. Okay. I'll get them back.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Recently, pirates have been raiding coastal towns in the Reng region. People say that they're attacking innocent civilians and sinking merchant ships. Think you can do something about that? A soldier has obtained information about pirates. Okay. I have a support quest. Let's do this side first.
Professor,
Lawrence.
I have written to my father to signal my intention to remain here. Not that I require his approval to do so.
Eesh. You sure this is a good idea?
There is not much for me to gain by returning to Alliance territory now.
So now they know I'm back and that we're here. Thanks, Lawrence.
But by staying, I will be able to influence the course of events directly on the field of battle.
Really? Will you get along with the Alliance leader?
We will not be friends, but I will cooperate with him as much as is necessary to secure victory.
On what side, though? I don't trust him. For some reason. I do not trust you. Am I wrong?
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You know, it's such a thrill to be able to greet you like this again. I almost died as well in the battle 5 years ago. But I won't allow any enemies to get into this place again. I promise you that. Even if the Death Knight shows up, I'll be sure to... Well, for now I'll keep training, so I can eventually feel confident that I can stop him.
The Death Knight keeps coming back. Who has a quest?
Professor.
Yes.
Hey, Professor. I think you've been working too much lately. The battle's gonna keep going with or without you, but you're the one doing the most out there. It's real impressive how you can focus on giving orders and fighting. I don't think I could do both in the same battle. I see you running all over the place, even after the battle's over. I just don't want you to wear yourself out.
I'll be okay.
Oh yeah? As soon as you say you're fine, that's when it hits you. No offense, Professor, but don't you think some folks might be taking advantage of you?
Who?
Claude keeps asking you to do things, but you never say no.
But I want to.
Like when you gave that speech to the troops. That didn't seem like something you wanted to do. I know you gotta follow orders on the battlefield, but you shouldn't have to do things off the battlefield if you don't wanna.
Aw. You've done things you didn't want to do.
What do you mean? Like studying?
No, like taking care of your sister.
Sure, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but that was to keep my little sis fed.
Exactly.
I had good reason for it.
Well, it's the same for me.
The same, huh?
Yes.
I think I get what you mean. You do things you don't want to do for the sake of everyone else.
Exactly.
That's real noble of you, Professor. I guess I can't get in your way if you're doing it for the right reasons.
I mean, it's nice of him to care.
Okay then. I'm gonna keep trying to do my best. But now, I'm gonna do it for you.
Ah! Rafi, stop.
My little sis is important to me. But you're real important too. I always work hard for the people who matter to me. And having more of them in my life just means I gotta work even harder. What do you think?
I think you're important to me too, Rafi.
Really? I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Come on.
You're gonna make me blush. We gotta keep working hard together then. At least until this war's over.
He's so kind.
I'll work to make sure you don't collapse from exhaustion. You got nothing to worry about, Professor. I've been training non-stop. I got your back, no matter what.
Ugh. He's so nice. I think my quest is down there.
Really now?
Yes.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor?
A peculiar trend. Okay, and we can train with her. But not right now. So... Where's the other quest? You?
Hello there. Return
No.
soon, please.
Got a favor to ask.
I want to start a collection that chronicles the history of Fodlan, but I'm having trouble getting my hands on anything significant. Honestly, it might be easier to excavate an artifact rather than trying to find one for sale. Search for a remnant that the merchant would be proud to add to their collection. Okay. Okay. So I cleaned up everybody's inventory. I bought some weapons, forged them into Weapons Plus. I bought some seals as well, Master Seals and Advanced Seals. And I gave some relics to people who have the crest for it, like Brykugel to Hilda, and the Aegis Shield to Felix. So we should be good for a while. Gonna need some help.
Do you have time for a request?
The fish seems skittish lately. Catch the big one, the mysterious fish of legend? Okay.
Hi there.
Claude?
I'm pretty headstrong, but Claude could give me a run for my money.
What
I
happened?
mean, he's dragged the knights into this. You ought to be careful, Professor.
I'll be
I
fine.
wonder if you've got a hidden headstrong side. You must be hiding it really well, though.
She has two quests.
Excuse me, could you
We're
do
in
me a
dire need of
favor?
some more supplies. Can you help?
Excuse me, could you do me a
And
favor?
flowers. Find some flowers? I think we have some.
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
That was easy.
I'm pretty headstrong.
Can we give any flower? Like this one?
You're sweet, thanks.
That wasn't the quest though. There's something here.
I'm pretty headstrong.
Wait. What did we just pick up? Gladiolus? Was it that?
You're sweet, thanks.
No, it was not. Where is it? What the?
Thanks so much.
Okay.
You're a sweetheart.
Claude says that flowers on a grave are as much for the living as they are for the dead. If the dead don't look so solemn, then neither will we. That's Claude for you. Always trying to brighten things up a little. Oh. Wow. Okay, let's try and see if I can harvest my seeds after 5 years. I can. What did we plant? Northern Foodland seeds. And there's something here. Okay. We have a support quest.
Listen.
In the garden.
Let's see.
Who's in there? Sylvain.
That hurts. Ah,
What
Professor.
hurts?
Thanks for stopping by.
How's your injury?
It's not bad. I was even told I'd be cleared for service starting tomorrow. Besides, I got this scar fighting for you. It's almost like a medal or something.
Didn't you want to kill me? Are you happy you protected me? What
When I
happened?
thought you were going to be killed for real, my reflexes kicked in. I reacted without thinking. It doesn't mean I've stopped being jealous of you. But come on, I can't help but look up to you. If I'd had the guts to run away from home, I wonder if I would have cared as little about my crest as you do yours.
You didn't have the courage?
No. But if I thought I could have escaped, I would have tried. I'd leave behind House Gautier, and the life of a nobleman, and anybody who knew I had a crest. Our home is to the very north of the kingdom. Just across the mountains from us is land inhabited by foreigners to Fodlan. It once belonged to Fargus, but now that the kingdom has collapsed, it's only a matter of time until fighting breaks out. Anyway, that land has been contested for centuries, and all that time, it has fallen to House Gautier to protect it. Actually, our Lance of Ruin has been doing most of the protecting.
But didn't we find it? But it was stolen.
Those were dangerous times. One wrong step, and we would have lost our relic to the church. My father was afraid that the church would try to keep the lance, so he entrusted it to me.
Huh.
If an emergency arose, I was supposed to be called back home. I guess those very situations are why my family values crests so much. Since I bear a crest, my parents made sure I was never left wanting. My older brother didn't have one, and so when I was born, he was pushed aside.
That's tough.
You know, he once shoved me in a well. He left me on the mountainside in the middle of winter, too.
That's horrible.
Even as a little kid, I understood why he was like that. My mere existence stole everything from him. I have no right to complain when I am surrounded by people who would give anything to bear a crest, but do not. Now, women smile at me for the same reason my parents adore me, and my brother wanted me dead.
Because it gives you a status, but also... you see people around you who are suffering because they don't have a crest and are pushed aside.
And I have to meet them all with a smile and a wink, because I have a crest.
So it's a huge burden. I mean, that's not the point. You're wrong. Well...
Yeah, it's late to admit it, but I get you. It would be best just to tell them to heap their empty praise elsewhere. Anyway, it was pretty unreasonable of me to resent you. I'm really sorry about that. And I want to say thank you, Professor. Seriously, thank you.
For what?
Before I met you, I'd gone my whole life not knowing there was another way for me to live. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we met.
Wow. So we're level A.
Professor, I am so glad you are unharmed. No matter the path you walk, I will be with you every step of the way. Anything you ask of me, I shall see it through. You saved my life, and I am in your debt.
There's something here. Who's there?
Professor, during the Millennium Festival, the leaders of all territories were supposed to gather together and pledge perpetual peace. But now that hope has been dashed.
Oh, really?
Thanks to the Emperor's
So the timing was
actions.
interesting.
The kingdom is also vastly different than before. I guess we'll never return to the world as it was 5 years ago.
That might not be a bad thing.
I'm thinking... In the Alliance, the Lords have been at odds, so peace and prosperity have declined there as well. In particular, bandits have been appearing in large numbers near the Great Bridge of Murden. Rumor has it that the domain's lord, someone by the name of Acheron, is a completely ineffectual leader.
Wait, we heard that name before. Acheron. I can't remember though.
Hey there, my friend. It's funny how the monastery was once in ruins, but now it's downright bustling. Thanks to a little promise 5 years ago, our buddies have all gathered, and even the knights have returned. It's like we were all just waiting for you to awaken.
And Lawrence told everybody we're here, so...
And now, we're all going to band together against the Imperial Army.
Yeah, because they're coming.
You should go and talk to everyone if you can. There may be some who are still on the fence.
So far... they're okay, although Sylvain's pretty conflicted. And... And Lawrence, I don't know.
During his search for her grace, the Archbishop, Seteth has visited churches all across the land. It served to demonstrate to the devout across Fodlan that the Church of Seros is still going strong. As a result, the faithful are not currently in a state of chaos.
It's been fixed up quite a bit, but its battle scars aren't so easily erased. To think that a glorious cathedral with a 1,000-year history would end up like this. I'll rebuild this place someday. This cathedral is the symbol of Fodlan. Maybe I should paint a picture of the beautiful cathedral of old. Well, I still remember what it looked like.
That's a good idea. And I love his sword. Do we have... Wow, that's really destroyed. Do we have any notes?
It seems that in the last 5 years, the monks here have left this place for the town below. However, once they learn of our return, Perhaps they'll come back.
Maybe.
I hope the monastery can return to normal someday.
Do we have? Yes, one note. Sure. My friend's birthday is coming up and I want to make her a gift. What would be better, a hair clip or a necklace? Who's that, Lysithia? I'm sure she'd be happy to get either one. She loved it.
Dear goddess.
She's always there. She's always in the cathedral.
Even with the church in shambles, we can still pray. The goddess will surely hear our prayers. But still, I hope the church can return to its former beauty someday.
Need something?
Can we do anything? Divine Pulse?
This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
So, I think I picked up the artifact as well. So we could go back and hang this quest.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Cornerstone fragments. Let's go to the second floor. No one's here.
Professor. 5 long years I've searched for you and the Archbishop. It is a pleasure to see you again. The Church of Seiros will follow you from now on, but please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea.
We don't know what the future will bring.
Wherever she is, Rhea is doubtlessly waiting for you. Please do not let her down.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I've grown weary and impatient. These past 5 years, my hands have been bound. But now, I can finally take action with a clear goal. I'm grateful to you and to everyone.
And that goal is?
Down with the Empire. Surely peace will soon follow if the Empire is overthrown. Then my parents can finally find peace themselves.
She's very determined, compared to other students who have doubts. So, let's go to the dining hall and see if everybody is high on motivation. Today's special. So, Lawrence, Lysithia, and Flame could eat something. Leonie could be a bit more motivated, but let's give her a gift.
Professor, it's not just for, it's also, of course, so do your best.
Or a lost item, maybe.
Oh. Someone lost.
Okay. And I'm not sure how the training's gonna go now, so I don't know if the spa still works the same. Seems like it. Am I gonna teach like before? So this might be a waste, but let's try it. Okay.
Yep.
And I have a couple support quests too. Wow. Let's try Ignatz and Flame.
Nothing here.
What are you doing?
Oh, Flane! I've just been researching the exploits of Saint Sethlene.
So I have a theory that they're into each other, but I don't know if that's true.
And why is it you're doing that precisely?
Well, painting is a hobby of mine, and I thought I might like to capture her likeness.
Well, how lovely. But how is researching her exploits necessary for painting?
If I wanted to use a statue of Saint Sethlene for my reference, it wouldn't be necessary. But that's not what I want. I wish to paint Saint Sethlene herself, looking exactly as she did when she was alive. And if I don't know anything about who she was on the inside, the image won't be true to life. So I wanted to find some hints about who she was, and that's why I've been researching her deeds.
Ah, so you were hoping to find out what type of girl she was.
Girl? Interesting way of putting it, but yes, more.
I see. Yes, it is all quite clear to me now.
She has the weirdest conclusions.
What's happening?
Okay then. Allow me to share with you what I know of Sethlene's deeds. Long ago, in a world ravaged by war, Sethlene led a secluded life with her father, Keyhole.
Okay.
One day, they met Saint Seros, who was grieved by the chaos and destruction of war. And so, the three decided to join forces.
Huh? But I thought the saints gathered following a revelation from the goddess.
At the Battle of Teal'tine, they fought against the 10 elites led by Nemesis, who sought to conquer the whole world. Sethlene tended to her allies on the field of battle, until she exhausted all her strength. Then, she fell into a long slumber.
But according to legend, she used her miraculous powers to heal all of the wounded.
Interesting story, is it not? Have you perhaps learned something new about Sethlene?
Having heard all that, I'd say she seems incredible.
Incredible? Well, I haven't heard that before. I feel certain you and I will be fast friends. Let us talk again soon.
Huh. Who knew Flame was such an expert on Sethlene?
Yeah. And that Sethlene would have lived a secluded life like her. Maybe she identifies... Maybe Flame identifies with Sethlene. Let's see Marianne and Claude.
Oh, do you have an itch back there? I guess you can't scratch it on your own, can you?
Hi, Marianne.
Oh, Claude. It's just you.
Sorry, I know you're in the middle of an important discussion with Dorte, but could I talk to you?
About what?
It's about this thing you think you're burdened with. I've tried to guess what it is.
Please don't. This is making me a little uncomfortable.
Why, though? I feel like she has a secret.
There's no reason to feel uncomfortable. It's not like I plan on saying it aloud. But if my guess is correct, there's something I want to tell you. Will you hear me out?
Fine. I will listen.
Once upon a time, in a faraway place.
What the... Are you telling me a story?
Just listen. Once upon a time, in a faraway place, there was a young boy. This boy came from a despised lineage. In short, his mother was a daughter of the enemy. So the young boy was treated horribly by everyone around him. He hadn't done anything wrong. Everyone hated him simply for existing. Yelling, fighting back, explaining himself. Nothing he did could change his situation. When he was finally old enough, he ran far away from home. He escaped.
It sounds to me like he had no choice. I would have done the same had it been me.
Thing is, after he ran away, he still found himself in the very same position. People in the outside world hated him for where he came from.
Well, now that's...
The boy thought he had no place to go. All he could do was destroy the boundary between the inside and the outside worlds.
Destroy the boundaries?
Right. If there was no outside
What are they
and
talking
inside,
about,
just
though?
one side to share, then the people outside wouldn't have a reason to hate him anymore, right?
Is it just a story, or...?
It wouldn't be easy, but if he managed it, he could shrug off that burden. The point is, people are born with burdens to carry. That much is undeniable. But whether they bind us or we cast them aside, that's up to us. So I think you should try to cast yours aside, Marianne.
But what's her burden?
Put that heavy burden down. It's time.
But I don't know if I can do it.
It's okay. I'm here for you.
Aww.
We're the same, and I can help you.
The same? Claude, we have nothing in common.
Hey, did you see that, Dorte? Your friend just smiled at me.
Thank you for sharing your story. I suppose I could try casting aside burden, as you say. We can try together.
Let's do that. And when we're free, we can change the whole world.
Wow. That was a lovely conversation. So, Marianne and, oh boy, Sylvain?
Hello, Marianne.
Oh no.
Won't you at least tell me why you're avoiding me? It hurts. It really does.
I'm not avoiding you. I'm just not very good at talking to people in general.
And he's very forward.
I told you I'm on your side, and I meant it. I'm guessing you don't much like talking about crests. Call it a hunch.
Well,
I'm the same way, you know.
Yeah, because her crest is secret for some reason.
The value of my life has always been dictated by the damn thing. It's not fair to have your worth determined by something you can't control. Growing up in House Gautier taught me that the hard way.
what do you believe determines a person's value?
I like to think it's a person's smile.
Huh? Their smile?
A smile. It tells you who someone is. Are they fake or sincere? It also makes you feel stronger when you smile. My smile helps me focus and set free all of that power I never asked for.
I wonder.
Try it out, Marianne. Be strong-willed and put everything you've got into your smile.
Smile. Be strong-willed. How's this?
Yeesh, that's a terrific first try. If a bit stiff, lift the corners of your lips just a bit. Oh, I know. Try saying cheese.
Cheese?
Hey, that was good. It might feel a bit unnatural, but you'll get used to it soon enough.
Cheese.
Oof, I'm not sure about that, Marianne.
Are you sure this will make me stronger?
Guaranteed. It's a great smile, you know? Let's go to town and show it off.
Oof.
If you lift your eyes from the ground, you'll see that the world has all sorts of amazing things to offer. The more you realize that, the more you'll smile.
I'll think about it.
Please, don't let me pressure you. If you don't want to go, I understand.
It's not that I don't like going into town. I'm just eager to get back to my room. I want to go practice my smile.
Oh, that's sweet.
If I keep practicing, maybe someday I'll be ready to go into town with you.
Wow.
Oh yeah? That sounds great. I can't wait to see your best smile.
So I hope Leonie's gonna be nice with Marianne because last time she was very harsh.
Oh, hey, Marianne.
Leonie?
I thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here?
Oh,
I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you?
Well, yeah.
You're probably scared of me now.
A bit.
In the moment, I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me.
Leonie,
I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way.
Wait!
Oh?
Huh? Hey, what is it?
It's, I don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry for keeping you here.
No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time.
I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking.
I know it's hard. You've been through a lot. But it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends.
I make everyone uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation.
Hey, we're having one right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy. So don't worry about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes. But try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better.
Oh.
As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything.
Okay then. I like this flower. I think it's nice.
Aww.
I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color?
Oh, really? I'd like to see that.
Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Flayn, what's that you're hiding?
Oh, right. Last time she was throwing logs at him.
Oh no, my surprise is spoiled. I had brought some fruits for you to cut
Again?
up in addition to the firewood. I thought some variation might prove amusing.
No, I'm not doing that again. I've got better uses for my sword than chopping up fruit and firewood.
I cannot imagine what could be better than chopping fruit.
She should train instead of chugging fruit at Felix.
Chopping up my enemies.
You say that as though you have many enemies. So you would rather chop people than firewood. Is that it?
That's not how I'd put it, but a blade's purpose is to kill. To chop wood, use an axe. To chop food, use a knife. It's simple.
Surely it is not forbidden to use your sword for other things, like chopping fruit. Swords that cut inanimate objects are serving a much finer purpose than those that cut living beings.
What a noble sentiment.
It won't help her on the battlefield, though.
Without a blade to cut down your enemies, you cannot win. Those who are weak lose everything and they die. Those who are strong win and live on. I understand why you balk at bloodshed, but you must know that it has a purpose.
And what purpose might that be?
A purpose. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not in the mood to debate you. I'll continue to wield my sword, and if necessary, cut down my enemies.
He certainly is a stubborn one.
And you're distracting him, Flayn. Let's finish exploring. Interesting. So we're not in a class anymore. Huh. Okay, let's check out goals for everybody. So I feel like I should raise authority for a lot of them. So I'm gonna change we're gonna keep reason, but we're gonna change writing for authority. This way they're gonna get better battalions. He doesn't have enough mobility and he doesn't use... I'm gonna change... Yeah. That's better for him. Ignat. Yeah, that's fine. Lysithia is fine too. Marianne is fine. Hilda's fine. I'm gonna change Lance for authority. Leonie's fine. Felix is fine. Sylvain is fine. Stable duty. Let's put Rafi and Leonie. And let's instruct. So Claude, he's gonna work on Axe.
I learned a lot from... That would... that would...
Rafi is gonna work on writing.
You...
Ignatz is gonna work on writing.
I got it. Oh. I'll keep trying.
B plus. Leonie is gonna work on writing as well. Yeah, writing.
Nope. I've
Sylvain is gonna work on reason.
Wow. Wow. Hey.
And one left. Felix. Maybe authority.
This could be...
And let's begin training.
I have a question.
Some of the children were admiring a painting of mine. I'd like to paint a new piece. It's a beautiful princess, a swamp monster, woodland creatures.
I see. Thank you.
I'm ready to do this thing.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Finally done.
Good fuel for it.
I'm feeling good about this.
Dex
I've got the
plus
gist
4.
of it now.
Let's see it in action.
Impressed yet?
Saint Cyril's Day is today. Sure.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat. I must...
Okay. Let's check out certifications. I don't think I'm high level enough for this one. No. Claude. So I can certify him as a wyvern writer. And he shall be a wyvern writer. But, so he's a wyvern master right now. It's weird because he has this class equipped, but he's not certified for it. Wyvern master? He's supposed to be a sniper. Why is he a Wyvern Master? So is this just a class for Claude? Wyvern Master? What's the difference? Let's certify him as a Wyvern Rider.
I did pretty well.
So what's better? Wyvern Master or Wyvern Rider? Not sure. Because this is Wyvern Lord. Wyvern Master. Is that a unique class just for Claude? So Rafie. Rafie has not mastered Brigand, but he's about to. I could certify him as an armored knight. I thought I did already. Certified him as a fortress knight. Interesting. So I certified him as a fortress knight before getting armored knight. Why did I do that? He needs to master his class before changing into a new one. Hilda's fine. Leonie did not master her class. So I always wait for them to master their class before moving on to a new one. But should I do that? Is that a good strategy? Because when they master their class, they get special skills. Okay, I think it's fine for now. Rare monster sighting. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I'm so happy I can still train them because I wasn't sure if I could. So I'm really happy about that because I'm not done. And we'll see if we'll find Rhea or search for her. But I think it's interesting that she's not Grandmaster Supreme anymore. I don't agree with Edelgard and her methods, but I'm not sure that the system we had before was too great either. It was kind of... Actually, it was very extremist. So I'm not sure I want that kind of society anymore. So I'm wondering what Claude has in mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.